Here we go again. More rocks from the creek. We'll start off with a classic, one we've seen plenty of times before. A felled sphathic limes or sandstone. More granite. Oh, more potassium feldspar grains, lightly cemented together. These break down really nice for sand. I do believe it's a bit of a higher sodium content. Okay. Let's move on to this. This was rather interesting. It was dense enough to where I couldn't really break it open easy with a hammer. It's definitely more gray. When I look at this close under 60 magnification, I see individual grains, but I see a pretty considerable amount of either matrix or the cementing materials. So definitely a sandstone. But its exact makeup, I'm not entirely sure. And we'll go with a classic. One we see a lot here. Quartz ironite sandstone. I mean, this is just grains of quartz. I'm fascinated by these, and I'm definitely intrigued. Let's see how close we can get with this. There we go. You can see the quartz grains cemented in there. This one's pretty dense. I won't break this. I'll see if I can square this off at some point, maybe for a building project. Just cool. And I looked at one of these under magnification for the first time and identified it. It's become a favorite. Something about these quartz sandstones possibly being so ancient because they'd have to be so weathered for pretty much quartz. And sometimes I think you see zircon, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, in these. Under 6D magnification, you can sometimes find these really beautiful, almost rainbow-like reflections of light. This, not the most common. I think I've found this one other time. It's rather, it's definitely sandy. It doesn't have as much of a sparkle to it. Definitely more on just a gray, dull side, but it is made up of small grains. I wouldn't have I don't have really the knowledge or insight to know exactly what this is. Once again, if I get anything wrong, I don't mind being corrected, or even if there's just an idea that you want to float in the comments. Oh, okay. Oh, wow, okay. So they see this side, you can see the grains really well. Yeah, it's pretty wild. I'm going to break this one down for sand. Oh yeah, it even just kind of fell apart in my hand. Okay. This is something fairly new for me. I thought it was a quartzite initially, but when I look at it under magnification, I see quartz grains, but I also see what I think are potassium feldspar grains, and then some other types of what I think rock grains. I'm not 100% confident in knowing what a lithic auronite would be. I think greywackies have to have a particular type of clay amount to be constituted as a greywackie. The outside was interesting. That's why I cracked this open, because I really couldn't tell by looking at the outside. So any ideas on this, I would definitely like to know. And then last for this one, something very interesting, very unique, very sparkly. Now, I cracked this open with a hammer, and it cracked open very easily. It broke apart like a schist, but it doesn't have layers like a schist. And when I look at this under magnification, I can't tell if what's sparkling is biotite, muscovite, even though I know they're flat minerals. I don't know if it's quartz. There's definitely a lot of pink in here, and there's a lot of potassium feldspar going on inside of this. But there's also a lot of a black, non-shiny, non-metallic mineral as well. It's the first one I've ever found in the creek like this. As far as origin or even what the rock type this is, I don't know where to really begin. So I will show breaking this one up in the future to use for just a larger sand particles. All right, that's it for these. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment. If you do subscribe, leave a comment. I'll try to get back to you. I really hope these are somewhat informative, or just at least entertaining from being in the outdoors kind of perspective. So thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.